Hi, this is our second video in our series on enduring powers of attorney, and this week we'll just look briefly at the appointing of your attorney. So the standard form allows for the appointing of 2 attorneys. You can have more or you can have less, you can have 1. What we see typically is a married couple will come in to us and they'll appoint each other. What we do recommend is, as you're getting on in years, is to start thinking about adding a second person, usually a child or a close relative, because as time goes on, both of you could lose capacity. So not only have you lost capacity, but the person you appointed, your wife, husband, partner, they too may have lost capacity or passed away. So it's important that there's a fallback position there, and that will usually take place or be the place filled by a child or close family, friend or relative. So it is something to give a lot of consideration to. Think about who knows your affairs, think about their age, think about where they live, the time that they might have and need to deal with your affairs, because you will have to tell your attorney that you've appointed them, because they have to sign the power of attorney when you create it. Okay, it's not something that they don't know about and then find out when you've lost capacity. This is a process where your attorneys should be involved at the start, knowing that if something does happen to you, they're the people you've put your trust in. They're the people to deal with your affairs. And even that process, the creating of the form and telling them and having them there to sign the documents, that can start the whole conversation about what you would like to happen with your affairs should anything happen to you. And I think the final point on this, and I don't want to stray into the wills territory, an enduring power of attorney is not a will. An enduring power of attorney deals with your affairs when you're alive but have lost capacity. Your will speaks and comes into effect when you pass away. So it's important not to confuse the two things. The will's discussions for another day, but for now, your enduring power of attorney, who you appoint, it's important that you do give it good thought, because there's big power being handed over if you do lose capacity. And those people you are appointing are going to be involved from the date of the creation of the document. So it is a discussion to be had, and people can be a bit reluctant about it. But sometimes what we're seeing, even from our initial video, is posts like this are allowing people to now talk about the subject, to think about it and take action. So look, if you want any more information, people have been messaging through our Facebook page, through other social media channels we run, but don't be afraid also just to lift the phone and call the office. Thanks for your time.